As we come to week 3, day 4, we find our reading as Genesis chapters 41 through 43. We continue in the saga of Joseph. He's now been elevated to second in command of everything in Egypt. So even though he went through a series of hardships, places and circumstances that we certainly would not want to live in, we ultimately see how God's sovereignty is first and foremost. That God is indeed not just the author of these stories, but the hero of these stories as well, in which God orchestrates the events of the lives of individuals and even nations and brings about his purposes. It's also a story about justice. When Joseph's brothers go to Egypt in search of grain, the treatment that they receive from Joseph, not realizing that he is their brother, they see as an expression of God's judgment. When ironically, this all is an expression of God's grace in how God prepares a way to preserve their lives. The hardships that you might be going through today or may have gone through in the past, have you been able to see, can you anticipate how they are ultimately going to be expressions of God's grace in your life, in the lives of those around you, in the lives of people whom you may never know? Because you are willing to trust and obey God today, we know that we will see the riches of God's grace and glory tomorrow.